Hey, that's not rubbish.
Hello, hello. This is That's Not Rubbish, the podcast where we talk to cool people who turn garbage into cool things. I'm Lexi, bringing all these upcyclers to your screens and ears each week. And I just wanted to give you guys an early reminder that if you're not already following the That's Not Rubbish socials already, you should make sure to do so. It's the best way to get upcycles, thrift flips, all that fun stuff we talk on the pod onto your feed. So fear not, the daily dose of upcycling is linked in the description. And if you've been enjoying the podcast and platform, I'm so glad. Please feel free to support as we have a lot of big projects coming up and we could really use the support. So lots of cool things to come. And fear not again, I will also add our support link to the description. But enough of that. Today is a big day. Today marks 1 week since the fashion world Super Bowl, the Met Gala. But today we're celebrating a different fashion event, a different fashion world. We're celebrating festival season, baby. And of course, this means we're hanging out with our favorite thrift flipping rave queen, Miss Brooke Karasack of Controlled Chaos.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here.
This is a big day. I've had you on in your brilliant thrift flips on my For You page since day one. Like I'm a huge fan. It's so sweet.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love the content in the pieces you make. You are a pro at bringing the transformations to life and really like walking us through the process. I love seeing the vision from beginning to end, but you also like do it at the blink of an eye. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. People actually will always like the ones where it just goes right from beginning to end. Those are the ones that do the best on social media. And people will always come and be like, "Oh my gosh, can I please see a tutorial?" I'm like, "Well, that's actually mainly what my whole platform is. So yes, you can."
Do I have the video for you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfect. And yeah, the process is just so satisfying. So cheers. Thank you. Thank you for your
Yeah.
service. Yeah. But I'm just so excited to get into your festival stories, to hear the creative process. I don't know how you come up with this stuff. And the plans for the 2024 Rave Couture season.
Yeah.
Rumor has it it's starting, but
Yep, just started.
just started. Thank you, Coachella. But first up, as always, we're going to get some good news out there to cure the eco doomies. And yes, the American Psychological Association has officially acknowledged eco anxiety as the chronic fear of environmental doom. Isn't that nice?
Love that. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
So I actually heard about this or these while watching the Met Gala last week. A few designers utilized them. Lab grown diamonds.
Ooh,
Interesting.
interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like moissanite.
I don't
You know,
I don't know the process of how they make the lab grown ones. I should. But essentially, when real diamonds are being mined, chemicals from the earth are released, right? And these chemicals pollute our air, they contaminate our water, and they leak into our bodies. Gross. Yuck.
yeah.
But above all that, electricity and the hydrocarbon energy used to mining the diamonds is a whole other thing. The greenhouse gases, the carbon emissions, and the chemical substances released in the air. You could basically thank all that to the climate change we are seeing and experiencing today. So, major win in eliminating that
Yeah.
pollution. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I would love to know how they are making these lab grown diamonds. I feel like I don't know how it impacts the value of it, but it's not the newest thing ever. I think they've become quite common. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if this is the exact same thing you're talking about, but I know of one called moissanite, I think it is, where like if I ever get married, I want a moissanite ring instead of a diamond because like it's better for the environment. It is more cost effective. And I think like unless you have a like thing up to it, you can't tell the difference between a real diamond in it. So it's just like better on every account, I think.
I don't care about all that anyways.
Yeah.
As long as it looks shiny, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, same.
Right. Future hubby better be listening right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like I know it's not a new thing like news, but I'm just really happy that these sustainable alternatives are being talked about and let
Yeah.
alone at the Met Gala. So happy news.
Yeah.
You made it. Yeah,
Very cool.
it's really cool. And we won't get into the Met Gala much. You know, it was a week ago. But another snippet of good news I learned while watching was during a commercial break. Did you know that Julia Fox has started a show on upcycling?
Yes, I did know that. Um, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I was like, someone messaged me asking if I would want to be on it a while ago, and so I heard about it a while ago. But
Brooklyn.
that
What?
I think they were just going through like TikTok and social media and messaging like every single person that posts anything to like thrift flip kind of thing. But what I do, like, I don't think I would do well on that show because I like really only know how to make clothes for my own body. And I don't have the like actual experience and training of like the quality of what they probably make. But yeah, I've known about it for a while.
No, but that's huge. That's huge that you got invited on. The Julia Fox like kind of knows who you are. That's sweet.
Yeah, I would love to meet Julia Fox. So yeah, maybe one day. Maybe someday she'll come to a festival and I can make her an outfit. I'm
Perfect.
sure she goes to like Coachella and stuff. So
She's got. Actually, I feel like she's
yeah.
kind of above all that. So I think she might be, you know,
That's yeah, she like I just read her book recently and she's more of like an underground rave girly, or at least she used to. So yeah.
her Dom pass. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And I love Julia Fox. She's like the perfect person to be doing all this. But for those of you that don't know, it's on E. It aired right after the Met Gala, so it's already out. You can watch it. I think there was like 3 rounds of the show that like I didn't know when it was ending. It kept going, which I'm not complaining. Rock on
Yeah.
tonight. But yeah, it's on E. It's cool. It's like she doesn't directly call it an upcycling show. Like she doesn't use the word that much, but she does say it a few times. You know, she talks about zero waste, putting an emphasis on not wasting things, turning trash into to cool things. So I mean, it is what it is. I'll take it. And
Yeah.
she essentially calls these contestants her disruptors, which is funny. They're not upcyclers, they're disruptors. And
Yeah.
they're tasked with making weird things into cool things. And it's a very Cam Project Runway meets RuPaul's Drag Race type vibe.
Yeah. It's like the unconventional challenge on Project Runway mixed with like, yeah, RuPaul. Love that.
Exactly. It's very, very camp, very fun. So I think anyone would like it. I mean, we should have OMG watch parties here in Southern Florida.
That'd be fun. I'm in. I'll bring snacks.
You bring snacks, I'll make the Evites, we'll invite Julia. Julia Fox would love Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but the best thing about it, honestly, I know the recurring judge is Law Roach. She's like a celebrity stylist, you know, Zendaya, Celine Dion, other big names. But one of the guests for the premiere was Phaedra Parks, who was an ex Real Housewives of Atlanta, which
Mhm.
hilarious to me. I mean, it was
Yeah.
iconic. It's like all my favorite things in one room. It's actually like it was like a dream. Like that's what my brain looks like. Is that episode?
They made it specifically for your brain. They're like, here you go. This is for you.
I know what it felt like. Thank you, Julia.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I get excited, you know, all these alternative or all our alternatives in the mainstream world. It's really exciting. And you know, Julia Fox and Law Roach, it's pretty legit. So it's very
Yeah.
exciting.
It's cool to bring it to such a like large media platform and like share it with so many more people.
It is unreal. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Um, what we deserve to really hear about is you, Brooke. Well, actually, no, we don't. We don't deserve it. We don't
Yeah.
deserve it, but let's talk about it. OMG Fashion Festival Edition. I love
Yes.
festival season. I love festival fashion. It's so safe yet so risky. Everyone's naked but wearing hats or gloves. You know, there's glitter, there's nipple covers. It's so fun and confusing. Just whatever you want it to be. It's gorgeous.
Yep.
It is. And dare we say it? Is it festival season?
We do dare say it. It is festival season. She's upon
It's
us.
the dongs, Brooke Karasack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like what starts festival season? Is it like Coachella? It's kind of
Yeah, I think Coachella is probably the first big one. There's festivals throughout the whole year, obviously, but the bulk of them are really saturated through like May to maybe October. So Coachella is probably the first big one that gets it kicked off.
did you see any upcycled looks like posted from Coachella or
Yes, I saw a ton. I love just scrolling through Twitter the weekends of stuff like Met and Coachella and everything. Like it's so much fun just to see all the outfits. I saw so many that not even upcycled or thrift flip or anything, but just the outfits based around thrifted materials. You don't need to be making anything to have an outfit that is thrifted. And I feel like those outfits are always so much cuter.
Yeah.
But one thrift flip one that I saw that I've been thinking about constantly was from Adrian. Her name on socials is Adriarama. And she made this like cute little like bloomer kind of shorts in this top that had vintage buttons all over it. I think they were vintage. And it was so sick. She did a great job. And she always pulls out outfits. She's so good.
Anything bloomers and upcycling, I'm in. That sounds great.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. No, that sounds perfect. So like what is the craziest venue you've been to for a festival or a rave? Like most iconic, most interesting venue.
The most iconic ones I'd say I've been to are Red Rocks in Colorado, out by Denver. Iconic. It's beautiful. It is so much fun. And then the Gorge in Washington is another iconic venue. I was there this past summer, and there's so much smoke from fires that I couldn't really see the view, which is unfortunate, but yeah, hopefully I'll get to go back out there again to actually see the view.
Oh my God, did anyone think that the smog was like an effect? Like,
Nope. I mean, the attendees did. There were some
yeah,
people that were a little bit upset about it after that they didn't, one, cancel it, or two, they didn't even send out like by the way, like maybe cover your mouth, like there's smoke and everything.
yeah.
But
That's a
yeah,
festival look. It could have been done. It wouldn't have been crazy.
yeah, no, that's like that
Yeah,
is a look.
yeah. Actually,
Could
it's
have
cool,
incorporated that. So cute.
like Burning Man vibes.
Yeah.
No, I asked because a friend asked me what the newest episode would be about. And I told them, we're talking about festival season, rave wear, and they told me about Shrek raves. Did you know about
Yes.
these?
Yes. There was just a Shrek rave recently in Tampa, like 2 weeks ago. I wasn't able to go. I had something else going on, but it looks like so much fun. I love a good theme, and Shrek is an amazing theme. And it's like one that you can, like, if you like themes and you want to do the theme, you can do the theme.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
also one where you can be like Three Blind Mice. Like, you can do something easy
sure.
and like get away with it. Like Donkey, just throw on some ears and wear brown.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yes, whatever you want it to be. And you're right, it's 100% Shrek themed. And it's a franchise. They have them everywhere. It's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it like I saw one on TikTok a while ago and I think it just popped off. And
Yeah.
now they're having a ton of them. And I've seen like SpongeBob ones too, and like so many different things.
Oh my God, have you ever been to anything like this?
I have not. I'm always busy. I'm way too
Right, that's
busy.
fair, that's fair.
But
How are you too
one
busy
of
for a
these
Shrek rave?
days,
Cancel your plans.
I
No
know.
excuse.
Sorry, can't make it to your wedding. I've got something more important going on.
Like, oh, wedding canceled.
Yeah.
We're all going to the Shrek rave. But I guess if you were to go to a Shrek rave, what would you wear?
I I do love me some Shrek. Like I just want to be Shrek himself. I love a good bald cap. I was Steve Harvey for Halloween this year. Sexy Steve Harvey.
I feel
So I love a good bald cap. I also have a Lord Farquaad wig, so could
How do
do a
you have a
little
Lord
sexy
Farquaad?
Lord Farquaad.
Yeah. That is hilarious. You got options. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year you can choose between the ball cap and the Lord Farquaad wig.
Yeah. One or the other.
One or the other. No, it is hilarious. I thought it was like a joke, but I looked it up. It's not a joke.
No, people take it seriously.
Yeah, Shrek people are never joking. Like if you
Yeah.
think they're joking, it's very serious.
Yeah. And I don't blame them.
No.
Shrek is a great franchise. The second movie is the best one.
Critically acclaimed award-winning film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even say it. It's so sophisticated. But I guess okay, then Spill, what is your favorite festival? Like, are there any that you are just dying to go to everywhere? You're gathering the troops, getting some looks together.
Yeah. So ones that I go to every year, I've been trying to go to new ones.
Mhm.
And so because for a while I was just going to the exact same ones every year, but so I'm trying to go to new ones. and well, ones that are new to me, not necessarily new festivals. And I'm trying to go to smaller festivals, but one that I will always go to is Electric Forest in Michigan.
Yes.
All of my friends and I go every year.
Mhm.
And then one that I went to last year that is now my favorite festival is Shams up in Canada.
Dom's in Canada.
Yes.
Okay, so you're definitely like a travel festival goer. Like you will travel
Yes.
things.
Yeah, the majority of festivals I've been to are in the United States, but I've been to Shams in Canada, and then I went to Ember Shores in Mexico as well. So
Whoa,
we're traveling.
you're like a pitbull rave girl,
Yeah.
international.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's start here then. How are we prepping for Shams? Like I've heard festival prep is pretty intense. So walk us through your packing list. How many outfits are we preparing? Any go-to festival snacks?
Yeah. So for Shams, so Shams is a little bit different than a lot of the other festivals I go to since it's in Canada. Like it's
Right.
really hard, not hard, but like it's a lot more involved to travel there and everything.
You gotta bring your
Um,
passport. Yeah.
yeah, you got to bring your passport, and like a lot of festivals in Florida I drive to, so it's easy to just like toss all my stuff in my car. Whereas when you're flying, you have to be like more organized with your packing and like make sure you can fit everything you need. But whenever it comes to packing camping festivals, I am a very low maintenance camper.
Mhm.
I basically bring my tent, a pillow, blanket, chair, and my suitcase, and that's it.
We got all the outfits though. That's all we
Yeah,
need. Yeah.
I have all my outfits. I will say the important things whenever you're going to any festival are earplugs because you got to protect your ears. I didn't do that early enough and I'm paying the price. Um, Sunglasses, got to have a pair of sunglasses to go with every outfit. That's my favorite part of an outfit.
Of course.
And Narcan. Even if you aren't partaking in any substances that could lead to needing Narcan, people around you might be.
Uh-huh.
And like it's a very prevalent thing. So if someone around you needs it, it's better to have it than not. And so that's something that I always say that you should bring to every festival.
Sure. Yeah. Bring it everywhere. Why not?
Yeah, no, I actually keep it in my purse all the time because you never know. Someone in the bathroom stall next to you out at the bar, you never know. You could save someone's life.
They want that feel nice.
Yeah.
Feel good. Pat yourself on the back. No, that's good. That's a good PSA here. The snacks. I'm not
The
letting you walk
snacks.
away
Yes.
without that.
The snacks. I can't believe I missed my favorite part.
Yeah.
So I love eating at music festivals. I actually, something that I do on my TikTok, and it's like my favorite part of, not my favorite part of festivals, my favorite part of like the content that I make at festivals, because I really try not to like have my phone out much. But one thing I will pull my phone out for is anytime I am eating something that I buy at a festival or my friends are eating something, we have to rate it. It is my favorite thing. So yeah, the snacks that I bring to festivals are more so just for like some breakfast in the morning.
Huh.
And then I'll just buy all of my other meals from the vendors because it's just such good food.
Yeah.
But so my go-tos are just like bananas, um, some fruit snacks, cheese balls, and cinnamon swirl bread. It is
Naturally.
my favorite.
Like a hot girl dinner built to randomizer.
Yeah, literally. It's just anything that like is yummy and easy to eat, and I don't need a cooler for it because I don't bring a cooler.
Yeah, no, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, don't get into that.
Yeah.
Right. So are you like allowed to reuse the outfits? Like how does is that like a rave fashion don't? Is reusing it like
No, that
thing?
is not. There literally is no such thing as a rave fashion don't. You can do whatever you want to do. That is like one of the beauties of festival fashion is no one cares what you're doing at all, whether you're wearing the same thing over and over again, as long
Yeah.
as you wash it, wear the same thing over and over again, or wear something new. But like the way that I do it is I make new outfits for every event for the most part, just because I like making the outfits. It's like what I enjoy doing. And I also sell them after. And I know that's what a lot of people do. People have like my best friend and I have a store where we sell our stuff, but people who even aren't making their own things, there are like trading Facebook groups and like closet Instagram pages. So that's what a lot of people do who aren't gonna rewear their stuff.
No, that's yeah. I mean, festival rave babes are like the sweetest people ever. So there's got to be a lot
Yeah,
of sharing in the community. Like you could literally look at the rave babe next to you and say, "I like your pacifier," and she would pull it out of her mouth and give it to you. You know, like really, really
literally.
good people. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I am excited to talk, rave fashion with you. It's one of the best fashions there are. What are some of your favorite rave wear trends or aesthetics? Walk us through them.
It's hard to pick a favorite. I feel like I kind of span like all aesthetics
That's fun.
depending on what like event I'm going to and everything, because different festivals have different themes, or if they are like one like more genre specific, some of the genres have like more prevalent themes. Not to say like you can wear literally whatever you want to any of them, but if I'm going to something where it's like bass and dubstep, then I like to wear like leather and chains kind of thing. If I'm going to something where it's like electric forest, where it's in the forest, it's more like foresty and like funky kind of vibe. So
Mhm.
there's really not one like aesthetic that I can choose. It just depends on the day and what I'm going to.
That's more fun anyways. You get to play around with everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was gonna actually ask you the different aesthetics and everything in a minute because I have had a different festival upcycler on last year and she walked us through all the aesthetics and all the different genres and it's really fascinating. I really like it to hear about it. And it is fascinating because since the beginning of time, different music genres produce different fashion choices. So it is interesting to see how all that comes together or people gravitate
Yeah.
what. So cool.
Yeah, definitely. I went to a reggae festival recently.
Ooh.
And so it was really nice to, because like I said, most of what I go to is EDM. And so the outfits lean towards that. But so it was nice to go to something different. And I got to do like a more reggae style kind of outfit. And it was
Ooh, what'd
cool.
you wear? What'd you
It was like a flowy skirt. I don't even know how to like, more like bohemian kind of
wear?
vibe. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the reggae style, like hippie, beachy, bohemian. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a place to be. I would love to go to that. Send me the link to that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. It was in Orlando. You should go next year. It's called Florida Grows. It was really cool. It was obviously like great music and everything the whole time. Milky Chance, who I don't know if you know Milky Chance, they're one of my favorite bands. They headlined and it was so good. But yeah, aside from the amazing music, there's just so much else going on too. They had a tattoo convention. I got a tattoo there. Um,
Best worst idea
I
ever.
know. I was walking through there. I was like, I'm gonna be sweaty. Should I do this? And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
One and one.
Um, yeah. They had a like skateboard ramp with semi-pro skateboarders, a cannabis convention where they had like live glass blowing of bongs and bowls and stuff, an art gallery. It was really cool.
What didn't they have? Yeah.
I
Wow.
know.
It's like Disneyland for
Literally.
real Disney. Perfect. You're
Yeah.
right next to the real Disney. That sounds like heaven too. Right
Yeah.
beside my OMG fashion side of my brain. That's like the left and the right side right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess if you were any festival, like we're talking like the stereotypical starter pack of festival wear, what would you be? Any garment.
Um, Let me think. My brain goes to an outfit that I made for Okeechobee last year, where it was a long duster, like a lace duster, which is like a long sweater kind of thing.
Yeah.
And whenever I like walk around in one of those, I feel like honestly like I'm walking Victoria's Secret runway. And I like a lot.
I'm layered today.
Yeah. So it was like a lace duster with feather boas around the sleeves, which were like really fun. And then like different patterns. It was like green, black, and white pattern meshing on the
Whoa.
outfit. And like that is my ideal thing, like a mix of patterns and funky colors and like textures and everything.
Yes, I definitely see you as a pattern person. I love your use of patterns. I was going to say that later. Really, really cool. Like you mix a lot of them and you just, yeah, you take them and you just mix and make them look so good. So I can appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that something that you do in your personal style too, or is that like a rave Brooklyn thing?
No, that is everything. There's really no separate, like, this is what I wear to festivals, this is what I wear like day to day. Well, what I wear to work is obviously a
Yeah,
little bit
please come
different.
on. We need to have some boundaries here.
Yeah. But like out on the weekends, my style and my festival style are like very quite similar. In obviously I wear more clothing out on the weekends, but just the like basics of what I'm putting together is pretty similar. I didn't used to be quite as like experimental with what I wore,
Mhm.
but as I started to make my festival outfits, I realized how much fun it was, one, to make my festival outfits, because that's like what I started with sewing, and now I make everything I wear out like on the weekends too. But I realized that like it doesn't matter if you're not wearing the same thing as like everyone around you, or honestly it's cooler if you're not.
Yeah.
And like it's cool and fun to push the boundaries, and you like my confidence has grown so much from being a part of the like festival culture.
Yeah. It's a very open-minded, adventurous, kind place to be. So I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. And also it's fun. Like why limit yourself to only wearing festival wear on the festival season,
exactly.
especially if we're not even getting February anymore, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to spread it out for the whole year.
Yeah, I'm
And I
for
actually with Coachella, I saw people like reviewing outfits after, and people being like, you need to tone it down, blah blah blah. It's like, one, who cares? Wear literally whatever you want.
crank it.
And two, like if you have one chance to wear something out of the box when you're going to Coachella, wear it. Like if
Yeah.
what you're comfortable in is jean shorts and a t-shirt, great. Love that for you. Wear it. If you
Yeah.
want to do something so over the top, then great. Like you're not impacting anyone else. You're not hurting anyone else by doing that, you
You actually
know?
are hurting me if you only show up to Coachella. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I have to say it, but you know you're right. If you can't go to your Met Gala, go to the festival and whatever you
Yeah.
want. It's your time to shine. Yeah, there's always those outfits that you have in the back of your closet, anyways. Even the denim shorts, girlies. Come on, let's be real. Let's
Yeah.
be real. You're right. Okay, so it's confirmed. It's confirmed. You passed the test. You're officially a rave girl at heart. We believe you. Certified. So I guess I would love to hear about the upcycling side of things. Like what inspired you to start upcycling thrift flip finds into rave wear?
Yeah. So it really started with not wanting to pay for like buying things, because
Mhm.
I would pay. There was one pair of bottoms that I bought that really was like, all right, I'm making my own outfit. And the crotch of it was like this wide. And I paid so much money for it that I
Yeah.
was like, no, like I'm not doing that.
Yeah, for
And
who?
yeah, literally, like who does that fit?
Yeah.
Um, and so from the like the week after I bought those, I've made every single one of my festival outfits. Like, yeah, that like really lit a fire under me. And so it really started with saving money. And then it just flourished into so much more between it, like my personal style being able to be shown even more. Like I was showing my personal style a lot with buying things and what I was wearing,
Yeah,
but doing it to a whole nother extent with making them myself.
of course.
And it just like adds a whole nother layer of making the music festival fun. It makes me like, even if what I'm wearing isn't the best made thing in the whole world,
Yeah.
my confidence in wearing something that I made is just like so much better too. It's really cool. There's so many like positives to it. There's literally not a single negative to making my own outfits instead of buying them.
No, it's amazing what debt in a pair of shorts can do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. No, but you're right. That's kind of how I am when everyone asks how I got into this. It's like, how did I now? Like, I'm saving money, which is a huge thing. You know, we talk about money every minute of the day. So why
Yeah.
wouldn't we act on it? So saving money, you're dressing more unique, you're doing it for you, you feel better, you look at it better. Like, why wouldn't I be? So
Yeah.
it can be that simple. Sure, I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, okay. I can't wait. Let's get into the creative process.
Okay.
you're so active on TikTok, and I'm so grateful for it because I love watching the transformations. I mean, who doesn't love a good before and after? And right in front of your eyes too. You spoil us. But not
Yeah.
only that, when you show us like the little outdated graphic sundress that you thrifted, for example, and then you snap and it's the final piece, I'm like, how did she even see that? What was the vision? How did she do that? I'm mind blown every time.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, where do you even get the inspiration?
Um, so a lot of my inspiration just comes from like what I'm thrifting, like the item that I thrift itself. I see it and I like I'll the way that I thrift is anything that I'm like, maybe I
Mhm.
put in my cart and I go and I try everything on. And I know people are against trying things on at thrift stores, but I don't care.
Oh, no, do it, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better to try it on and like, no. And so I will try things on and just like hold them in different ways and like just mess around with things and play with it. And so really my inspiration comes from like what I'm thrifting most of the
Mhm.
time. I also have anytime I see something on my phone or in person, something that inspires me in any way, I'll take a picture of it and then I save them all in a folder on my phone. So anytime if I'm at the thrift store and I see a dress that I'm like, oh, I feel like I could do something with that, but I'm not positive what, I can just scroll through my album
Mhm.
and see all these ideas and then I can come up with something.
That is really impressive. That's not what I thought you were gonna say. Well, I guess you kind of do both. Like you have a plan. Now I need the materials, but you also have okay, I have my material. What's the
Yeah.
plan? Which is kind of upcycling mostly works the second way. But it's really amazing because your silhouettes are so unique. That's what amazes me the most is the forms and the silhouettes and what you decide to do with the piece. I mean, even just this quilt set that you made that could be a
Yeah.
dress and a set, like with the little triangles on the side, just I've never seen anything like that. So I can't even be like, where did you get this from? Because you made it up.
Yeah. That literally came from me standing in my bathroom mirror for like 30 minutes, holding the placemats in different like ways and just like seeing what could work.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. It's really cool.
Thank
It's
you.
really like unique silhouettes. I feel like there are a lot of unique silhouettes out there. I can't really hate on fast fashion for that. I think that they get creative with like the crossovers on the neck and
Yeah.
different things, and you're not copying them, but you're doing your own thing, which is cool. I mean, you can copy them if you want. Like they're copying us, right? So do your thing,
Yeah.
but you don't, which is I give you a lot of credit for doing. It's hard to make something new, right?
Yeah. Well, that's also what's so nice about thrift flipping. Like, I never really make the same exact silhouette twice, but even if I did, it would be something new every time because the material is going to be different.
Right.
Because it's not like I'm going to thrift the same thing twice. So,
Exactly.
like, even if I do the same thing twice, it'll look different at least a little bit, you know?
And how you style it, which you mentioned earlier, like I like how you pull things that you made like a month ago and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wear it with this, or I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut this up even though I made it a month ago and I'm gonna make it into something new. It's really cool to see how your brain just your does it, even though I still don't understand. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't understand either. I have no idea what's going on. That is the controlled chaos. It is chaotic, but at the end, something always works out.
Yeah. I can just respect the controlled chaos. It's the best way to
Yeah.
do things. Have a little messy, a little organization, whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess recording the process can't be the easiest thing ever. Like how you said you enjoyed making the TikToks though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly like, I'm not making TikToks to like really do this with
TikTok.
my life or
Yeah.
like, I'm not trying to gain followers and everything. It's truly just that making my outfits is an art form that I love.
Mhm,
Making the videos about making my outfits is another art form that I love. And
mhm.
I like love sharing it in that way. And I love encouraging other people to do the same and trying to teach other people to do the same. So it's really like, it's not difficult for me to record the process.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, I'll just have my phone up like on my tripod and it's just recording
Yeah.
and I'll like go and talk in front of it for a little bit and then go and do other stuff. And next thing I know, I have a 30-minute video
Yeah.
where I only need like 30 seconds of it. And so my phone's constantly running out of storage.
I feel
But yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's really like I enjoy taking the videos and editing them and all of that. So it's just another part of it that I enjoy.
Yeah. And that's a very genuinely artistic philosophy. Like I think most artists find a lot of, I think they find the process itself being the art, you know?
Yeah.
I follow a few artists who they will make a beautiful painting, they'll walk us through it. It's kind of collagey, and at the end they literally just spray paint it black because it's not about the end result, it's about
Yeah.
the process. So
Yeah.
I
It's
can understand that.
beautiful.
Yeah. And we all like the before and after, you know, even you. So you just
Yeah.
see it, right? Or get to watch it again.
Yeah, I'll never be someone who makes part twos. I hate watching part twos. I'm not going to make them. I like the beginning and end. Like it's so good that way.
And it's torture when they don't even post it right after. Like they want you to
I
work
know.
for it.
Yeah.
Me?
When someone says like go to part two, sometimes spitefully, I'm like, no, I'm not going to.
Actually,
Like you could have shown that to me all in one video.
and I'm gonna punish you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is fair game. Don't play with me like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't. So I guess some final questions about your creative process. You already kind of walked through the process, which I was gonna ask you about, but I did want to know, I guess, what do you look for while you're at the thrift? Take us thrifting.
So I try to thrift for one outfit, one event at a time,
Mhm.
because if I'm thinking about too many themes, too many concepts, too many things, my like creativity gets too spread out.
And your cart gets too full.
Like I need to be able,
Yeah.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And so I try to thrift for like one thing at a time. And I don't go and just like thrift to thrift. I thrift for things because it's really easy to over thrift. And then I end up having a Goodwill in my closet.
Mhm.
Like I don't need that.
You don't want
So I typically will go in if it's something like for a festival where there's a theme. I'm thinking, okay, I'm looking for stuff that is leather and red and like that dark sort of vibe. Or if it's just something for a normal weekend out, I'll just be looking for something with a pattern that I like, colors that are fun, and like interesting straps or like
Yeah.
something cool like
I
that.
like the features.
Yeah. And my best friend Mariah also thrift flips, and we call something having bones. We're like, oh, this dress has bones if it already has like a really cool feature to it that we can like use.
I
And
like
so it's my favorite to find something that has bones. But I typically will do like one pass through the dress section is my favorite just because it's like the most material. I'll do one pass through there and then go and try stuff on and like try it in different ways and everything. And then sort of narrow it down to things that I have in mind. And then if it's something where I need like another material to go with it, I'll take another lap around and like hold that up to see what colors and what patterns like go together.
okay. I'm
Because
seeing that
like with
now. How you mix your
yeah,
patterns. Yeah.
yeah, because with mixing patterns, you can't just look at like this pattern have colors that go together. So they go together. The like scale of the patterns have to kind of match and everything. So I'll choose one like base piece and then go and find things that like complement it,
Yeah, it's the
if that
tone.
makes
It's not even
sense.
a lot of time they don't have to be the same anything, but the tone just makes sense, the energy.
Yeah.
No, but your self-discipline is ungodly. Like that is
Yeah.
crazy. So are there any steps to the process that we don't get to see?
Yeah, so I guess like that part at the thrift store you don't see as much, and um me deciding what I'm gonna do with it, like the not tablecloth, the placemat outfit that you had mentioned earlier. I didn't thrift those are my grandma's, so I just
Oh,
had my
better.
mom brought those to me,
Yeah.
and I literally spent 30 minutes in my bathroom mirror like holding them up in different ways. And so I don't show that on TikTok because my videos are already quite long, but I actually just made a YouTube, and so I'm gonna try to start posting on there more. Yeah, I haven't posted anything yet, but feel free to go follow me. But I think I'm gonna show more of like that side of the process more as well. Because as much as like I think anyone can sew, anyone can operate a sewing machine,
Mhm.
but coming up with the ideas and like understanding how to think through how to do something is a little bit more like you gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
And so I would love to share my perspective of that more if it can help other people realize how to do it and everything themselves.
I think so too, because I feel like maybe a lot of people think that sewing is the first step. And they're like, oh, I don't sew, I can't do that. But a lot of the time, the first step is just playing at the thrift store. And that's probably how you got into it, how a lot of people get
Yeah.
into it. And they're already doing that. So it might seem more possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see the thrift part with you. Thrifting with Brooklyn. Sounds
Yeah. Coming soon on YouTube.
fun.
Hopefully, I need to get a camera.
Yeah, step one.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're going full production with this.
Yeah, I really I enjoy the like level of it that I'm doing now.
Mhm.
And especially with like maybe TikTok going away and everything, like I still want to share what I do. And yeah, so might as well share it in as many forms as I can.
I'll take it. You spoil us. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, last question on the process. Would you say the overall process is controlled chaos, controlled, or just chaos?
I'd say it's controlled chaos because it is pretty chaotic the whole way through. I never really go into something knowing like this is exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I'm really like flying by the seat of my pants the entire time. And while I am making tutorials on things, it's sometimes, most of the time, it's my first time trying what I'm doing. Like I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not telling you the best way to do these things.
Or don't blame
So
me
it,
for the work.
yeah, but like it works in the end. So it's controlled chaos, I'd say.
And that's the best way to be, controlled chaos.
Yeah.
A little more chaos than controlled, but whatever.
Yeah.
So chaos is one of my favorite words, actually. I love like the names behind stories. So I gotta know, what is the story behind controlled chaos?
So when Mariah is my best friend who runs Controlled Chaos with me,
Oh, hi, Mariah.
with me. Yeah, and Mariah. And so whenever we were trying to come up with a name, whenever we decided that we were going to make a shop, we were just like spitballing things back and forth. And one of my favorite song lyrics, which I actually have tattooed on me, is Contribute to the Chaos. And it's front bottom lyrics. I have it like on my arm right here.
I like how it wraps around. That's cool.
It's lyrics from a front bottom song. And then there's also I think it's Reliant K, which is another band that I love. And I think the lyrics are we control the chaos. And so like I think I listened to literally both of those songs in a day, and I texted Mariah and we were spitballing so many things back and forth, and I texted her Control Chaos, and both immediately we were like, yeah,
Done.
yeah. And people will comment on my TikToks and everything and be like, this is so chaotic, but it makes sense. And I'm like,
told you. Yeah.
yeah.
What did I say? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the perfect name. It is.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Controlled chaos. It could be a band name too. It could be anything.
Sometimes I make these sweatshirts that say Control Chaos.
I love
and
it.
People will comment on TikTok and they'll be like, I thought it said Control Chad. I'm like, all right, we can control the Chads, I guess.
Different font.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, before we say goodbye, are there any words of wisdom you want to pass on to fellow upcyclers, ravers, and upcycler ravers, raver upcyclers? Anybody?
So my advice to like anyone is to just go for it. You're never gonna like learn without trying, and you can't try without making mistakes along the way. I think it's really easy to get frustrated if something that you make doesn't work out well, but you just need to take everything as a lesson. Everything doesn't need to be something that you wear out in public. It can just be a lesson. Think about why it didn't work out and what you need to change for next time to make it work out, and then apply that next time, and you'll learn so much. That's literally how I've like learned the whole process. And that's like my biggest piece of advice.
Yeah, and it's so well said, and I kind of want to add on to it for like the social media age of things, because you maybe people recognize it from TikTok, and it's also something that I needed to hear. Thank you, Brooklyn, because I think right now we get such fast self gratification, and things just come so fast, and we compare ourselves to a lot of people that seem like they know what they're doing, and
Yeah.
like say your process takes 30 minutes, we're only seeing a 10-second clip. So I guess just remember that things aren't going to happen as fast as we may seem, and that the people that are really good at what they're doing did take the practice, and we're not seeing all their mistakes and errors. So just
Yeah,
embrace those highs and lows. It's all part of the story, right?
100%. And same with that, with like posting on social media.
Mhm.
If you're doing anything creative, post it on social media. You never know what could come from it. And even if you're not doing anything creative, just talk to your phone, just yap. And like you
Yeah,
never
I love that.
know, you never know what could come from it. I like I've said, I didn't start posting on TikTok with the intention of gaining a following or anything. It was just like for my love of it. And what I've gained from it is insane. Like I am so, so, so thankful for everything that I've gotten from TikTok.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it has helped you, hasn't it?
It really has. Like
Yeah.
I get to go to so many events. I get to like connect with my best friend in a way that like
Yeah,
we have so many things that we connect on, but like doing Control Chaos with her is just so much fun. I
yeah,
literally am sitting in a condo that I just bought that I wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't for like TikTok.
yeah.
And it's just, you never know what could blow up. You never know what could happen. And it's fun to post.
Yeah.
So it's not going to hurt you to post. You might as well.
It might hurt you. It just depends on what you post.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. No, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's amazing. You're living the dream, really doing this with your best friend
Yeah.
in Florida, going to the festivals, what you love the most. It's amazing, Brooklyn. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah. I love my life, honestly.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for a million for coming on to That's Not Rubbish. Today it was so, so surreal hanging out with you. Like I've said, huge fan. I wanted to do this for a while. Everything that you talked about, I kind of already knew, but I didn't want to sound weird. And so thank you for the time, the festival secrets, the stories, and of course for doing what you do, the thrift flips.
Of course. Thank you so much. It was so much fun coming on. It was great hanging out with you. And I can't wait to see like with the I don't know if it's an app or like website that you're building.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see that. That's gonna be so sick.
You'll be the first to know, Brooklyn, I promise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we do need upcyclers in every arena. I know it's crazy that I haven't able to find an upcycler doing everything. Like we did bongs for 420. Now it's festival season. We're doing another
Yeah.
festival episode. So please never stop. And I cannot wait to see what's on my feed after this. I'll probably open up TikTok and your face will literally be there. Yeah.
Can't get rid of me. I'm always there.
Oh God.